Hey everyone! Thank you for coming to my channel and learning how to do Facebook parties. I actually did this presentation at our leadership retreat down in Cancun, and I figured that I would share it with you so that you had the ability to learn how to do Facebook parties that work as well. So we're going to try to do this quick. It was a 45-minute presentation when I first did it, but I'm going to try and cut it down to about half an hour so it's not so long and boring. Not that it was boring when I was there because I was dancing in front of everybody. Just kidding. All right, so we're going to learn how to do interactive Facebook parties that work. Okay, and this is. Oops, that went too fast. Yep, that's me. I'm not going to go through my story. I'm just going to kind of go over some of the things I started back in December of 2010. I became a director in 9 months, and yes, it was my baby. I love social media, internet, and network marketing. Those are my things. Love, love, love them. The funny thing that people make a joke about is that I actually have more people on my team than are actually in my town. So that's kind of a funny thing, and that also goes against that dreaded word saturation. It doesn't exist for me. Facebook and YouTube were actually my go around for the fact that there's only 198 people in my town. So that's why I think I fell in love with social media so much. But Scentsy the Scentsy family has actually been a catalyst to some really amazing things. So even if I live in the boonies, I've actually been able to meet a ton of wonderful people and travel. It's just been incredible. So pretty much what everybody's probably doing right now is inviting everyone to a Facebook, and again, we're just going to jump right in. You're probably creating an event on Facebook and then inviting everybody in your friends list. So you're spending most of your time inviting people and checking to see if they are commenting on the event page, and maybe you post a couple pictures of product and some specials, and you ask their friends to invite their friends. And then, of course, you celebrate an order, right? Woo-hoo. The first thing that I want to share with you is that Facebook parties are not a replacement for home parties. That needs to be understood right away, okay? Face-to-face parties are the best solution in our industry, so don't think that a Facebook party is going to replace home parties, because they don't. They will, however, give you an extra source of possible income. They give you leverage over some other direct sales companies that aren't doing them. They also give you the ability to get in front of people that otherwise couldn't attend a home party. Maybe they live too far away, maybe there's actually some disability issues. Having a Facebook party gives you the ability to be there with them in a way that's comforting, trusting, and effective. 80% of my team comes from online parties and YouTube. So what kind of parties are there? There's lots of ways that you can run an online party. One of my favorite ways, one of them, is the 30-minute speed party. It's a quick, fast, effective, fun-packed party. Another type is a 60-minute party, home party, Facebook party. The party should be done exactly like you would a home party. Now this is the one that we're going to demo today, okay? And there is some demo in it. There's games, there's information. This type of party is really, really fun, and the 60-minute party has been the best type of party that I've done. The other type of party is probably one that you've already tried. It's like a 2-week open house, and it's kind of generic. There's not a lot going on in it other than that they know how to place an order online. Okay? These parties can be done with all types of businesses. In my case, I can do a Facebook party for Scentsy fragrance, I can do one for Velata, and I can do one for GraceAdele. Okay? So the 60-minute party is what we're going to do. So if you need pen and paper, get it out. It's time to do that. Note-taking will commence. So the first thing that you want to do is, again, I want to express to you that you need to make this Facebook party as close to a home party as you physically are able to. When you do a home party, you do hostess coaching, you do invitations, you do phone calls, and you do pre-orders. You've got to do all of those things when you have a Facebook party. So the first thing you do is actually create an event in Facebook. When you create the event, you must set it as invite only. Now that's a policy from Scentsy Family. That way, you are doing the same thing you would be doing in a home party. The hostess invites the guests, and a Facebook 60-minute party, the hostess also invites the guests. Now, there's a step-by-step document that we're going to go through that is a guide for you that you would use during an actual party. When it actually comes down to it, I'm going to give you a tip to actually have 2 separate windows of the event open, and you'll see why when we get to the actual party itself. Okay, so you want to make sure that the Facebook party is set up as invite only. This is what it looks like, and then also in the event information, the details, you're going to put the information that is on the outline. Now the outline is literally a step-by-step copy and paste of the entire event. Okay, so you are going to want to have that open as well as the event so that you can just copy and paste information. Now the information that you see in the details area, that's just copy and paste it. I'm going to suggest that you make this event outline, the Facebook party outline, yours. So edit it. Change some information that would make it sound more like you. Customize it so that you're comfortable with it. Just make sure that the basics are the same, that we cannot run any public specials, meaning in a public forum. This is Facebook. It's still public, okay? So even if it's invite only, there's always possibilities that someone that is in the public social media realm would see it, so we always say no public specials in social media at all. Okay? So you're going to set the time. Now again, I'm not going to give you Facebook training, but you can find information on YouTube on how to create an event on Facebook. So this is kind of what it's going to look like. Now I'm going to suggest a nice popping picture for your cover photo. Okay? Now these things may seem like a little thing, but they're important to add excitement, some pizzazz, a visual enticement to your party. When you do a home party, one of the things that we spend time on is actually setting up our table, because that is the visual point that our guests are getting. So this cover photo is the first thing that they're going to see, and you want it to be nice and have a nice visual impact for your online party. Okay? Now, a group invitation is an info blast, not an invitation. So if you are in a group and you create an event in the group and you invite everybody in that group, that's an info blast. These types of parties don't work well that way. You want one that works, you want to individually invite friends and family by postcard, text, message, email, phone, face-to-face, just like you would with a home party. Okay? Ask them to spread the word like you would with a home party. Okay? So a Facebook party should not be any different. This is also part of the hostess coaching. This is a very important part as to why a Facebook party works or doesn't work. You know how many invites that we get for events every day through Facebook? Most of them get ignored or deleted. So you want to make sure that yours stands out by giving some personal contact to the people that are being invited. Okay? You do that through the hostess coaching. Okay. So upon the creation of your event, of your Facebook party, you want to put some pictures of some of the products that are on special, some interesting information. Make sure people know how to order. This is where the outline begins. Okay? So you want to make sure that you are following the outline step by step and making the posts like you see on this picture by adding a photo. Don't just do text. Add a photo to your text. It's much more appealing. People tend to look at pictures more than text. So you want to make sure that that is something that you are doing, that you're attaching pictures with the post. Now I want to open up our outline. Let me for 2 seconds. Should have had this open before, huh? Isn't that what being prepared is all about? Okay, so let me go ahead and share the outline. Okay, so now this is what the party outline looks like. Okay, so it gives you all of the information on how you need to host as coach. It gives you all of the information on what you need to put in the details area. Make sure that you're changing information. You don't want to be putting my name in there. And also the link to that particular hostess's party. Okay? All the information is here. So a week prior, you're going to introduce yourself as their consultant. You're going to put the link so that if they want to browse the catalog, they can do that. 2 or 3 or 4 days out, you're going to put a picture of a party in pajamas. And you can find a lot of these pictures out on Google, okay? But just post something like we're going to have a lot of fun. And what you're doing is you're just kind of making sure that that event is staying in the notifications and news feed of the people that are being invited. So if you create the event and don't post anything until the day of the event, they'll have lost it. And more than likely, you're not going to get as many people to show up. So you don't want to be barraging it with posts, but 1 or 2 days out, once a day, you can go in and make a post, and that way it stays in their feed. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of go through this real quick, and then 3 hours before, I talk about lockdown, and all that means is you want to give people an urgency to actually show up to the party. Just like you would if you were doing a home party, you want to tell people, you know what, it starts at 7, and typically when you're having a home party, people expect to be there at 7, okay, and for things to get started. So it's no different here. Okay, so then as we get closer, you're an hour posting before, maybe 30 minutes before. All of these YouTube links are actually links to most of Scentsy's videos that they provide to us. So you can provide the type of links that you want. If you want to talk about the buddies, if you want to talk about some of the other things that are going on, you'll see in the outline how I address those. Okay, so 15 minutes before the party, I'm going to post a drink, like cheers to you, and say people are arriving, take a seat, look around, make yourself comfortable. 5 minutes in, now it starts to get a lot quicker. A 60-minute party is, if you heard the snapping, it's because it's quick, quick, quick. And it's constantly flowing. So what I usually do is I'll have 2 pages of the event open, 2 windows of the event open, and on one of them I'll keep refreshing so that I can read everybody's comments, and on the other window I actually prepare my next post, and that's where I'm actually making the post. So one of them is for my post, one of them is for refreshing and making sure that I'm answering questions. Okay, now the other important thing that I think is important is I actually have created a personal video that welcomes everybody to the party so that they can see my face, they know that I'm their consultant, and that they can connect with me as their consultant. So it's like a maybe 1-minute video. I do not want it longer than that because I don't want everybody to fall off or fall asleep during it. So I just make a very quick video to welcome everybody, to let them know that I'm going to be right back on the top of the hour to start the party, and I'm hoping everybody can show up, that kind of a thing. Okay. I have our Harlem Shake from Costa Rica, so that's just a fun little video. And then it starts. These numbers over here, 000103, that's the minute. Okay. So at the top of the hour, you're going to post this, and you're going to get people excited about being there. The Google Docs is now called Google Drive. You can actually create a form that will allow people to fill in their information just like you would have a drawing slip at a home party. So you can gather their information by having this form created prior to your party. It's not hard. Again, it's called Google Drive, and you can create a form on that page. Then I do a roll call to let people know, or let us know that they're there. Talk about some of the things that are going on, and then on and on and on and on. So this is a pretty quick process, and that's why if you see 12 minutes in, 15 minutes in, 20 minutes in, 25 minutes in, I suggest, obviously, that you do not use this particular outline. I would use this as a template to create your own so that you can put in your own videos, your own form, your own links, and that sort of thing. Okay, so this is just a great template for you to go by. And also, it's kind of old because if you look, this is saying August specials, but I change it as I go during the night of the party, which is why it probably hasn't been changed on here. Okay? So step by step by step by step, everything is on here. Everything that you need is on this outline. All right? So I'm going to go back and I'm going to switch back to our presentation. And we'll continue. Okay. So it's going to be really easy to use the outline. It's some of these other things that will make or break your party. So this is what I'm going to address with you. Remind everyone 24 hours before the party starts. And if they can't make it for the specified time, they can put in outside orders, okay, just like a home party. Here is a great time to give the hostess an incentive for getting pre-orders or doing the tic-tac-toe game. This can be done just like a basket party too. All right, so if you're familiar with that, if you're not, it's under the games in our workstation. You can have an on-time drawing. The only thing is you need to make sure that you are private messaging the winner and let them know that you actually had an on-time drawing. What I find happens is I don't even have to make that kind of a thing public. I don't have to say I'm having an on-time drawing. If I message someone and say, I actually had a on-time drawing and you won it, they're actually going to kind of talk to their friends and say, oh my God, I won something. Da, 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 da. So it doesn't have to be done publicly. You can do it through private message, and it actually works really, really well. When the party starts, you want to be very chatty on the page. So you want to be getting the excitement up, have some questions or interesting facts all ready to go. Type them into a Word document so that you can copy and paste it or just add it to your outline. Okay? People will go with you if you start being chatty. If you're quiet, they're going to be quiet. Okay? When you get an order, thank that person publicly on the event page, or at least mention, you don't have to say the person's name, but you can say thank you for the order so others can see that there are some orders happening. Thank outside orders as well, even if they aren't there to read it, the other people are. Okay? So as you start the party, head off to your business page. Like if you have a personal or a business fan page, you want to make a post that says, I'm having a Facebook party. If you're interested, contact the host. You might just get a couple of people who happen to be online at the time turn up. Okay? Also, it could be a reminder to the people that were invited that, oh, she's having a party tonight. I forgot. I need to go. Repeat a few times how people can order to make sure anyone who has just popped in for a few minutes knows how to do it. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll put the instructions up at the top of the event and I'll pin it there. Okay? Anyone who attended but didn't buy should be followed up with a message. Okay? And I mean that because if they were interested enough to turn up, you can thank them and see if they want to keep in touch with you. The other thing is they might have had problems with the website or placing an order and they're just not coming forward. So by you approaching them, you might break the ice that they're skating on. Okay? Another neat thing is you can actually have them like your fan page by sending a text, which is also a fun thing to do when you're in Facebook. It gives them something to do, and anybody can do this. So if you text 32655 with the words fan, and in my case it's Beauty and Scents. So if you fan the name of your page or like the name of your page, the username of your page, they're gonna be added automatically to your fan page. That's kind of neat. All right, so you want to use videos to create some personal touches. Remember I said that I have a hello video. I also have a thank you video at the end, and I also have a let's take a 5-minute break video. Okay, so make the videos yours. Make them interactive, as in tell them maybe that you want them to do something. I don't know. You just make it fun. But also use videos from Scentsy. They've created some amazing videos that we can use, and I think you should. Ask a poll question, like ask if they have ever used Scentsy before, yes or no. Those are always fun. Keep it interactive. Maybe do a scavenger hunt. Post a picture of their first warmer or them in their slippers. That's what I do in mine. and I have gotten some really, really great results from that. Remind them to keep refreshing the page. Don't miss any questions asked to you. You need to refresh the page as well as a consultant. Okay? It would be horrible if you had someone ask a question that you never addressed. It would be like someone sitting on the couch at a home party and asking a question and you ignoring them. Don't want that to happen. And of course, you want to follow up. If you are not following up from your parties, you are missing out. Social media or Facebook makes follow up very easy, and it eliminates any excuses. You can post on your host and guest walls and tag them in your own posts. Okay? So, that was pretty quick. This is a very interactive type event. Okay? The one thing that I want to make sure that you keep in mind is to keep it as close to a home party as you possibly can. Here's some information to get a hold of me. At the very bottom, where it says Facebook Contents, there is a shortened URL to my Dropbox that has all of the pictures, my Facebook outline for the party, and some other tidbits that I thought you guys might be able to use. So write that down, do a screenshot, do whatever you need to do, but go ahead and write it down, and then you can go and access the Dropbox. If you have any issues, you can go ahead and message me on Facebook or email me, and I would be happy to help you. Good luck. I am anxious to find out how well you guys have all done with your Facebook parties. Just remember that they do not replace home parties. They can be in addition to, as well as an obstacle go around in the event that people cannot attend a home party. So congratulations for even looking into this, and I wish you all good luck. I want to hear some great things, and thanks again for joining me. Bye.